you have to understand they're doing it for ratings. Okay. Now, they got a whole lot of ratings over the last week or so. And I'm just looking at Saturday, and it looks like it's going to be a bright sunny day tomorrow, 73 degrees. Okay. During the day. And then Sunday is going to be the same, 71 degrees. No rain, no storming. We had some heavy rain earlier today, but that was about it. But nonetheless, shout out to the people in Florida. I've seen the floodings. It's crazy. Listen, I've been through numerous hurricanes, okay? I've been through numerous hurricanes. We're just used to it. Florida and South Carolina are used to the hurricanes, man. We just used to them. You know? Salute to everyone. Let's see who's here. Shout out to the moderators, the channel members. Let's see who's here. Trill, Dion, Vernon, 85, Matthew, the African girl. Shout out to you. Is your first time in the chat, the African girl? That's the first time I've seen you. Shout out to you. I'm him, Dion, Chocolate City, Gemini. See, Gerald, B Fierce was good. B Duck, what's up? David, Joseph. Is that McColster? Yee, Liana, Melvin, Desara, Juan, what's up? Sydney, Brian, Clifton, Chocolate City, Gemini. Yeah, Brian, we used to it, man. Some people would not be able to live like that. Every year, you got to deal. One year, we had to deal with multiple hurricanes. And he always hit right around this time of the year. Mm-hmm. Lay was good. King Confidence, what's up? We're going to talk about something that I've been speaking about. Y'all know I've been talking about women, and you have a lot of men out here who are traveling, a lot of men who are going monk. You got a lot going on, man. And I'm pro men having a choice. I'm not here to tell men how to live their life. I don't want all men to live their life the same way, because then you don't have any individuals, It's good when people can be themselves. Shout out to Humble Beast.
It's been a minute, but just wanted to show some love, Jay.
Thank you, Humble Beast. Appreciate it, man. The first super chat. Make sure y'all like the stream as well and share the stream. So it's been Katrina. Yeah, I mean, y'all got to hit really hard. Texas and Louisiana have been hit hard with hurricanes as well. But it's been a while since I've been on this format. Y'all know I used to speak on topics like this all the time, but I stopped. Because I wanted to move on to something else. I wanted to speak on the current events, because I feel like I can get my message across more if I speak on those instead of just speaking on like this, because I feel like the conversation can be broader, right? But because it's late and it was on my mind, why not, dig in the crates and come up with a conversation that is relevant till today. I'm not here to tell anybody how to live their life. Not at all. You see, we all have to live our own individual lives and go our own individual journeys. I'm the type, I don't like to be told what to do. That's why I haven't worked for anybody since I was in my early mid-20s. Because I don't like to be told what to do, because I know I'm heading in the right direction. I don't want nobody telling me how to do my job if I know how to do it properly and better than they do, So I'm pro people having a choice, especially men. I'm not here to browbeat men and tell them what they should do. That's not how you build men. You build sheep like that. You create sheep when you browbeat men to tell them what they should do. Right? I don't think that's the way to go. I really don't. And nowadays, everybody wants to tell men what they should do. You got depolicing from women. You got depolicing from men. It's sad. What's good, Mark? Anna, what's good? Make sure y'all like the stream. You got a lot of depolicing going on. The depolicing has got to stop, especially from you grown ass men. It has to stop. You haven't built or owned anything. I can see if you have men who've accomplished a ton in their life, but if your biggest accomplishment is sleeping with a bunch of women, you're not winning at anything except for being able to sleep with broken women. Who cares? You're sleeping with women who are broken, who are unstable. That's why you have problems with them. I don't care that you were able to sleep with those women and conquer those women. What else have you done? If you haven't done anything else, there's nothing you can say or do that's going to benefit my life at all, or the life of anybody else. I'm seeing too many guys who've done nothing tell other men how they should live their life. You have to go accomplish something first. Accomplishing getting a woman is not, to me, is not that big of a deal. Anybody can get a woman if you put effort into it. I can honestly say, if I didn't start doing YouTube like I did, I would have been around here chasing heifers all day long like I was before. Shout out to Liana. Say YouTube gives me a free chat each month. Here it is. Well, thank you, Liana. Appreciate that. Liana is a supporter. That's why. She's a supporter. So make sure y'all join the channel as well. See, when I have all that free time, I can devote that to chasing women. And that's what I was doing up until right the year before I started making content. I started working at this place that took up a lot of my time. I got off social media. I left social media. I didn't come back to social media until after I started making videos. But if I wasn't making videos, I'd be chasing women too. That doesn't mean that my mindset wouldn't be, because again, I was consuming content right around that time too, right around 2013, 2014. So I was learning certain things, right? None of them changed my perspective on how to get a woman. You just have to be able to identify a woman that's interested. That's it. Whether it be social media, whether it be not be social media. Social media to me was easy. Getting women on social media to me was easy. Still is. I'm a little rusty because I don't really, But before I started making content, man, talking to multiple upon multiple women at the same time, man. It was like a hobby. But now my hobby has been YouTube since 2014. That has taken up a lot of time and space for me. And to me, if you have a hobby that you enjoy doing and that is successful, that is the direction you should go to as a man. The women are always going to be there. And listen, even doing YouTube, I've had plenty of opportunities. I've had plenty of opportunities, but you don't want to come across crazies because you got a lot of crazy heifers out here. I'm trying to avoid the crazy heifers, and you should as well. You see, when you're at a position where they come to you, you can vet them properly. You notice when something's off about them. Your whole life shouldn't be trying to get women. Your life should be about accomplishing things and leaving a legacy. That's what it should be. A lot of times it ain't even you. It could be your circumstances. It could be where you come from. It ain't even you. Sometimes you have to move out of an environment because if you live in a small town, chances are your dating life is probably going to suck because you're not going to be like all these other people. You're going to be successful. So maybe you should take the opportunity to move elsewhere, to a bigger city. You can move to a different country if that's what you want to do. It's just about getting the opportunity to move on and to move forward. That's all you got to do. You got to take risks. Without risks, you're going to continuously be a failure. You're going to take the easy route, but life comes and goes. So you can't afford to just not do anything. That's why I say when I see people try to tell men how they should live their life, it doesn't make any sense to me. Because we all have our own journey that we have to go on. Who are you to judge anybody and tell them how they should live their life? You see, I don't even tell women how to live their life. I just speak my opinion about why you keep getting with narcissists. You keep getting with narcissistic men because that's what you're attracted to. And when you tell these women that, they don't like that. They don't like when you tell them the truth. That is what you are attracted to. You are attracted to narcissistic men. As much as you claim that you're not, you are. How you end up with them, how you got children with them. You love drama. You go where the drama is. Because if you didn't like drama, you would get with a more low-key guy. But no, you want to get with the guy with all the children out of wedlock. You think it's funny. You think it's a game. Taking him from all these other women, right? Telling him he can't be around his woman. Just drama and mess, right? Again, make sure y'all like the stream, huh? Now, when it comes to the Western woman, I want people to understand something. With this Western woman, she has nobody to blame but herself. You're the reason why men are going overseas. Because you are masculine. You have D envy. You wish you were a man. You're very masculine. And you think that you can outman a man. You see, there's a lot of envy of men from women out here. And you can tell. There's a lot of women who are jealous of men. You better not date no woman like that. But there are heifers out here who are jealous of men. Those heifers need therapy, okay? You need to learn to love who you are. This whole I'm jealous of men, so I'm going to invade male spaces, because that's all it is. Look at video games, comic books. Since when have women been into that? Since what? The first Marvel movie started to take off? I never knew chicks was into comic books. I still have not seen one chick with a collection of comic books that span less than 2 or more than 2 years. Where's your comic books when you were a kid? Who was your favorite characters? Let's talk about video games. What got you into video games? Was it the fact that it was a community of guys that would get together and play video games together, and it grew to where whole platforms were for gamers, and there were opportunities to get attention and make money? There's a lot of, and I heard some of the dumbest. I heard one of these delusional feminazis talking about how, and she's a black woman, but you know, she has D envy. She has Disick envy, talking about how men are jealous of women because women can give life and men can't. Okay. What man wants to bleed each month? And what man wants to be impregnated with a child? Explain that to me. That is your reverse psychology. That is you trying to project your jealousy onto men. You're the one who's jealous of men with your pantsuit and your cigars. You have the envy. The only males out here that are trying to be women are the males that want to be women, and y'all know who they are. It's the same males, y'all, your male besties, right? Y'all know those are the men that want to be women. No straight man wants to be a woman. Yeah, and this female I'm talking about, like, she creates content. She just came back to making content. She got the masculine female voice, and she's wearing the pantsuits with the cigars. I'm like, man, if you don't sit your ass down. Jealousy, envy. Are you serious? You know how many problems men don't have that women have that we don't want? No man is jealous of, especially a man that dates women, okay, is jealous of a woman. Y'all need to look at you must be talking about your gay friends. That's who you're talking about, because y'all do claim that men that don't like you are gay. But then you will defend the gay community, right? But you're the main ones calling people slurs, calling men slurs when you don't agree with them. And that's what we have. We have this masculine energy in these women for them to open their mouths and say some of the dumbest shit you could ever hear. And yes, these melanated women. These melanated women are just a mixed up group of women. They are. So understand this, people. We as men in America, we got to deal with a lot. We got to deal with stuff that especially us as melanated men, we got to deal with so much. We got our own women. Now, other communities are dealing with this. Caucasian males are dealing with this too. But those women get in line when they need to. Melanated women never get in line. We have to fight them tooth and nail to be leaders of our own communities. That's the natural order of things. When you have a bunch of people who want to be leaders who aren't leaders and don't have what it takes to be leaders, need to get out the way. But they are saboteurs, not to be believed. Ultimately, I think it's up to us to choose our destiny and where we go in life. We cannot allow the shaming to keep us from happiness. And you shouldn't allow the shaming to stop you as well. Because that's what they're going to do. You know, we as men, man, we are they're trying to stamp out masculinity. You got women having conversations about liking bi men, right? Because that's just how screwed up these women are. They don't want to be with a straight man that may not have all the qualities they want, but whatever they're looking for in bi men, I mean, it's just that weird psychology in these women. Is everything you looking at is looks? Is it just a looks thing? We have a country full of masculine women that they want us to tame. I'm not trying to tame none of these women. They need to tame themselves. I'm not an animal tamer. You know, I'm not. Your masculine energy is a turn off. And we need to let these women know every step of the way. Your masculine energy is a turn off. It is. You know, I said something, and I don't know if it may have ruffled some feathers with some people. I said, you know, usually women who grew up in single parent households make the worst people to date. And I said that because I believe that's true, because women who did not have fathers or father figures don't know how to deal with a man who wants to have a family with them and that wants to marry them. Those women don't know how to deal with that. They don't know how to be that, right? So they run away from that. I've even had I had a woman tell me that she broke up with a guy because he was a nice guy that didn't have any children and he was willing to accept her children. And she told me that like she had some sort of regret. Now, I'm telling you, this is a single mother. This is a single mother who's talking about how she regrets. No, I'll take that back. She talks about how she had this good guy and she left him because she was scared of getting into a relationship with a good man. A man that was willing to accept her and her children. But I believe there was regret there. I think there was regret there. And of course, she was a melanated woman. See, these women, all they know is abuse. All they know is aloof, a man who's aloof. And why waste your energy on somebody like that? I'm not here to fix you. I'm not your therapist. So it's best to be with women that understand and respects male authority. A lot of these Western women don't. That's why they single. It don't matter how good they look. There's a lot of attractive women that can't get a man, and they won't ever be able to get a man. So they end up settling for one of their best friends who might be, bi, might be straight. You never know.
Keep telling the truth, Jay. Full score, folded hands.
Appreciate that, 92 Dolo. A lot of these post-war women are struggling right now in the dating market. Why are they struggling? Because they wasted their years on men that didn't want to wife them up. Now, these women will tell you, I've had all these marriage proposals. Really? You did? Why you didn't accept them? I believe if that's true, they were marriage proposals from men that they weren't that attracted to. It was men that they liked, but it wasn't men that they were attracted to. Let me tell y'all this. There was a story that I saw. It's actually a story I was contemplating whether to do a video on it, but the story is like 2 years old. Okay. The story is like 2 years old, right? And it's of this female who went on social media and told everybody that she, after a week of talking to a man on the internet, she flew from Detroit, Michigan. No, it was Fort Wayne, Indiana, I believe. They flew from Fort Wayne, Indiana, to Houston, Texas, I believe. And the dude, when she got there, the dude blocked her number. He ghosted her. Now, there's two scenarios as to why he did that. One, he didn't know how she actually looked until she was there in Texas or on her way to Texas. And he said, well, that don't look like what I thought she looked like. And he blocked her. Or two, that dude was just playing games with her and he already had a woman. Because he probably didn't think that after a week, you would fly to another state just to meet him. And y'all know she gonna be sleeping with him, right? She ain't flying. She flying there for some D. And I'm saying to myself, this woman, after a week of talking to somebody from a chat room, I think it's an iMessage chat room or some BS like that. After a week, you buy a plane ticket to go meet this guy. But you got women that you will meet in public. You exchange numbers and she's telling you that she wants to take it slow. She wants to get to know you. That is bullshit. These women never take it slow. If a woman is attracted to you, it ain't gonna take no getting to know you and all this other BS. She'll let you hit it that day. Why do you think you have so many women getting abortions? Unwanted pregnancies because they don't know who the father of the child is. You got women flying to different states after a week. Now, either that dude's text game is elite or she was that thirsty. Okay? Unless she was that thirsty, which probably what it was. She probably was just that thirsty. I might even do a video on, even though the topic is 2 years old, but it resurfaced. Somebody posted about it on their website was it today or yesterday? I think it was today. Well, officially say yesterday. So when y'all hear a woman that you meet in public and she talking about taking it slow and she wants to get to know you, that's because she's not attracted to you. There's something about you that just ain't doing it for her. And she needs more time to figure that out. If a woman is attracted to you and, you know, trust me, she's going to want to see you as soon as possible because, you know, you're a guy that she finds not only just physically attractive, maybe she just likes how you approach or whatnot. That's just how it can be. It just depends on the day, I guess. But it ain't going to take, you know, no getting to know. She's going to know as soon as she gives you her number. After a week, you hop your happy ass on a plane to go meet a man that you don't even know. And y'all wonder why these women aren't dateable? You couldn't meet a man in your city or your state? So you fly to go meet a guy you don't even know? Who blocked you as soon as you got there? Because he knew you were thirsty. Listen, if I've only been speaking to a woman for a week and she hops on a plane to come see me, I'm going to think that's weird. Unless I want to screw her too. But some guys will find that to be weird because they're like, well, damn, I've only been talking to you on the internet for a week and you already getting a plane ticket? You already getting a plane ticket? And the thing is, she got stranded and she had to get another ticket. I think she had to stay with a friend that lived in that city. Because, of course, she going to go to a city where she knows somebody. And she like, well, damn, you know, this new guy is there. I got a friend that lives there. She probably was telling her family that she was going to stay with her friend. She didn't tell them that she was going to go see this guy. But not only did you fly there after a week, you got stranded and had to buy a new ticket because you thought you was going to be laid up in some hotel room or laid up at his crib. She didn't even have a hotel room. She didn't even have a hotel. She was going to go stay at his house. That's what thirst will do to you, man. That woman put all her money into that ticket and she thought she was going to get some D. And he ended up blocking her and going ghost on her. And she had to stay with a friend until she can get a flight home. You trying to tell me there ain't no men in that state you can get with? See, these women are looking for a certain type of guy. All these women want a small group of men. So there are men who are being left out for whatever reason. And you see those men are going elsewhere. They say, well, fuck it, we'll go out the country. But you got people that are telling them, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare go to that. Don't you dare go to Colombia. Don't you dare go to Brazil. There are plenty of heifers here in America that need somebody. And it's like, but you know, I'm having a difficult time with them. But they're like, don't you ever think about going to the DR. Don't you do it. And it's like, they like telling you where you can put your dick. You did. Like, what's going on here? A lot of these Western women in America are screwing a small group of men. Maybe she thought it was true love. Yeah, right. True love after a week. I mean, I've heard of people getting together after knowing each other for a few days on the internet, but that's just a lust, right? That's a lust. I mean, it could grow into something else, but then it could not. It could go terribly wrong. These dudes are like, don't you leave. Don't you dare leave this country. It's like, what are you talking about, man? I'm going to go chill. No, you're going to go sleep with those Latinas. Stay over here. We got Latinas over here. Look at New York. Look at Miami. Look at Houston. Los Angeles. Maybe got some in Cleveland or Chicago. Why are you going to the DR? Why are you going to Brazil? Stay away from those places. Stay away from those Latinas. It's dangerous. Like, I'm telling you, man, like listen, if you're a woman, right, and you have no interest in dating the majority of the men that you see on a day-to-day basis, why do you care who they sleep with? Like, seriously. You want second and third options. Well, guess what? A lot of these women are losing their last options. A lot of these women are losing their last options because they would have men on standby, right? But those men are like, fuck this. I'm done. I've been in the freezer for 15 years. I've been in the friend zone freezer for 15 years. When am I going to have a chance? And they're like, well, you know what? I could go overseas. I can go overseas and talk to these Latinas. I can go to Thailand. I can go to the Philippines. I can go to the continent. And they're like, no, wait a minute. I'm not going to date you or nothing, but I mean, you can still be a part of the friend zone group. Maybe possibly I may take you out of that and date you, but that's a strong possibility I may or may not, You see, let me tell y'all something, man. These women are broken, man. And they've been broken by a lot of these males. A lot of these males have ruined these women, and they want you to fix those women. And I'm telling you, fuck that. Do not fix these women. Let them stay exactly where they're at. Let them continue to run out of options. We are on the right track. We can get it done. Let's go. We on the right track. No more options for them. No more waiting until you 52 to want to settle down. You done been in these streets and you done got used up, ran through twice over. No more. Shout out to Robert Lee. What's going on?
Men can't be passport bro, but models can go to Dubai.
Oh, yep. For the transaction, they can go for the transaction. They can go to some of these African countries as well.
Lol DIH policing just hating and other men's happiness.
We said that I tall beast. That's what it is. That's every time I hear the critiques from these males, that's what I think of. That's what I think of. These men can't even give good life advice, but they want to tell you where you can go. These dudes are weird, man. Fix your life first. Fix your life, and then you can tell other people what they can do with theirs. Make sure y'all like the stream. See if people starting to file in. Yeah, notifications be like that, man. I will tell y'all this. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and IG, because I post for IG whenever I go live too. They're like, don't you go to those Latin countries. Those women are beautiful, but damn it, there are women who look, somewhat good here. We got some feminine women left. Some, even though those women are taken, but we got a few left. We got some masculine heifers, but but they thick though. They got big asses though. You know what I'm saying? Stay here. That's what they saying. It's like, bro, her voice is deeper than mine, man. Come on, man.
Pastor J, you better preach today.
Appreciate that, Antonio. I got to talk to these people. I had to go back to the format of 2018. I had to talk to these people. I don't care if she thick, got big. I don't care. I don't care if she got BBLs that look regular. I don't care. It don't matter. These women are broken. And they're masculine as fuck. And they're not wife material. They are side chicks at best.
Nah, Jay, they like. For 400 years, that word has kept us down. Look of triumph, rolling on the floor laughing.
Appreciate that, Damien. You should create an all my links profile, Jay. People that follow you won't have to allow. Well, I have a link tree. Can you follow me on Linktree or you can't? Salute to Trees LaFleur. Appreciate that, man. So all my links will allow you to people to follow that. Well, I'll create one then, specifically for the live stream. Then, if you can follow me on there, then. Yeah, these heifers out here with deep voices. Now they look feminine with, minus the tattoos. But they out here, man. All of them got the lesbian voice. Look at the WNBA heifers. I mean, how many women y'all see walk around looking like these WNBA heifers, man? I want men to have fun, man. We're not meant to just be tamed and be told what to do, especially if we're doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. It's not like we're out here, causing harm and havoc to anybody. We're just taking ourselves out of the friend zone. We need to remove ourselves from any friend zone possible. If you're in the friend zone with any woman, remove yourself from it immediately. Give your resignation of being in the friend zone. We need friend zone resignations. We need to start leaving those first and no longer being a part of this game. Like, you've been waiting on this heifer for 10 years. Right? You've been waiting on her for 10 years. You've been waiting on her to take you out the friend zone for 10 years, and it still ain't happening. We need resignations. We need y'all to be giving your resignations of being in the friend zone effectively immediately. All right? Yeah, we got a bunch of Brittany Grinders out here, man. But they telling us that we need to stay right here. For what? What's up, Angela? Make sure y'all like the stream. Tats on the face, tats on the neck. Look at Blueface Girl. Look at Blueface Girl before she got the tattoos. And now look at her. It's like, what the hell happened to you? Like, what happened here, people? What happened? What are we doing? That's what I want to know. What's up, Bronx? Bronx, that was good. We need resignations. We need people to start giving their resignations to these women about the friend zone. I'm no longer in the friend zone. I'm sending in my resignation. I no longer want to be a part of this game. I've been in the friend zone for about 10 years, and I'm a better catch than all these motherfuckers. I'm going to the DR. She like the DR. And then she'll start shaming you, talking about how bad it is over there. And it's like, man, no, I'm not going to play games with you. I'm done.
I knew a woman that sounded like Ja Rule, tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy.
I think a lot of us have Trees LaFleur. Appreciate that. I think a lot of us have raspy voice, smoker's voice. There have been women who had a bit of a raspiness to their voice who, I still found appealing because they were feminine. But when you have like a deep voice and you're masculine at the same time, oh no. That is a seriously awful combination. And you got to add the tattoos and the braids. Now they trying to grow locks that look like dudes. My God.
We don't know what feminine women are because they don't stay on market past 25.
That's true.
Once married, they disappear from social media with their families.
Yeah, appreciate that, Robert. Yeah, that's true, man. The feminine women ain't online like that, man. You see feminine women all the time. They married. They have families. They're not looking. They're not missing something. Like you see the heifers online. Like there was a female. I did a live stream about. She bragged about having multiple abortions. She's an Instagram model. Now, if you look at her without listening to her, you be like, oh, she's really attractive. But when you hear her talk, it shows you why she had all those abortions. She's a she be out there in them streets. Let me just say that you can tell she likes a certain type of guy. Would not be surprised if any of the dudes that she's dated has been in and out of prison or have sold dope before. That's just they have that voice, But yeah, I think we've all heard a woman with those voices. But like I said, I know females that are really feminine and they have like the raspiness to their voice, but they're feminine. They're not masculine. It's, they just, their voice is just a little bit deeper, but they're more. But you got women that are a combination of masculine with deep voices. It's a horrible combination. All right. Again, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Shout out to the people that's here. We listen. Any rational, sane man wants to avoid women who don't turn them on. Like, you got women out here who are literally trying to dress like men who claim they date men. Like, what's her name? Iman Shumpert's wife. I can't think of her name. Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor is somebody that she don't have to act and be masculine like that. Now, she has a hell of a body on her, even after having kids, but, just that masculine mindset, it just destroys whatever beauty she may have. Because these chicks have this envy of men and they want to be men. But I would tell women this. You have it a lot easier than you think you do. Look who fights in wars. It's men who are fighting in wars. It's men who are out there protecting. It's men that have to fix things. It's men who have to do those dangerous jobs that none of you will do. You get to be women. We as men, we got to step up and work hard to build in society. Nobody wants to be that guy that has to live with a woman that's jealous of your masculinity and challenges it every step of the way. But unfortunately, you see men get in relationships with these overbearing masculine women. I will never understand it. You have options. You need to have a self-esteem. These women are broken. You can't fix them. Don't matter how good they look. It's a trap. A lot of these women you see online that look good, 9 times out of 10, they had to have surgery. It takes a certain type of lunatic to get their body carved up multiple times. Cardi B. It takes a certain type of lunatic to do that stuff, man. So when you get into a relationship with women that's getting all these surgeries, just know you're getting in a relationship with an insane person. And that you better be careful. You better be careful getting into a relationship with that insane person. Especially like if they're drinkers. Oh my God. If they're drinkers, that makes it even worse. You know, listen, I just want y'all to do good out there and not get caught up in bullshit. That's what I want y'all to do. You know, I want y'all to really live life because, again, you have one life to live. You got to be able to do it. Stay away from these masculine women. I don't care how good they look. A lot of them are crazy. You have to be crazy to be out there getting multiple surgeries on your body, Cardi B. You have to be nutso, Cardi B. Shout out to iTall Beats.
American woman can send you Cash App request and sell themselves on Instagram and OnlyFans, but they act like overseas are the hoes.
Oh, right. You know what, iTall Beats? The funny thing about that is that I'm seeing where they're saying, what is it, the ABC rate is growing in Atlanta? I wonder why. Is it the hoes that are doing that? Or is it the slurs that are doing that? I think the slurs, and I don't think it's just Atlanta. There is a lot of ABCs being spread by, I would say, women and men, of course, but also by people that ain't selling themselves. These are regular people that you work with. These are, listen, you got women that you work with that are just throwing that box around. They throwing that box around, but then they will claim they would never sell themselves. No, you give yourself up for free. And you don't even protect yourself. You out here having unprotected relations with multiple men at the same time. That's why these women don't know who the father of their children are, because they're sleeping with multiple men at once, unprotected. And trust me, it ain't just two. Okay? There's a third one in there as well. There's a wild card in there as well. But he might have worn a condom. That's how disgusting Western Americanized women are. But they claim that the women overseas are worse. But y'all the ones who are spreading all of these ABCs, like this case after case. The growing numbers, it ain't the hoes doing that. It's the slurs doing it. The slurs are doing it with the help of their degenerate, dysfunctional male counterparts who will stick their D in anything. Anything. Y'all know they will. I've seen you males with some of the women I've seen y'all with. I'm like, yeah, he either just got out of prison, need a place to stay, or, you know, he's a couch surfer. He's been couch surfing since high school, since he got kicked out the house after leaving high school. You can just tell, right? Out here struggling, and they be the main ones that want to talk. You know, ABC is a code word for STD. ABC is my wording for STD. That's what it's for. I say ABC. You can't just be throwing words around on, you know, these videos, man. It could be misconstrued. It could be flagged. You know, you got to be careful. All right. But why are these cases rising? I thought the real problem was overseas women, you know, sleeping around and being disgusting. But the disgusting behavior is going on here in Babylon. This is Babylon. Well, no, I can't say the whole country is Babylon. I will say you got some of these you know, listen, I got family in New York, but damn it, if New York ain't Babylon, okay? Sodom is Los Angeles and Gomorrah is Atlanta. Okay, that's the triangle right there. New York, Los Angeles, and Atlanta. You got Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah. That's your triangle. That's what's going on. That's why these cases are rising. And you can draw your own conclusions as to why I named those 3 cities. I could have put DC in there too. DC probably would be a good one too. It could be like if I want to alternate, I could alternate DC and Atlanta too. Because DC is just as disgusting. If you look at the rates, it's just as disgusting, you know. So you have your 3 cities that you have here in America, right? But they tell you that going I added DC in there. I added DC in there. DC is a listen. I got family there too. I used to go to DC every summer, or every other summer when I was growing up. DC is DC. Well, I'll take that back. It was a suburb outside of DC, so it's not in the DC. I was in a suburb outside of DC, so it wasn't that DC. But I passed through there, but go to places there. But I could easily alternate DC with Atlanta. So yes, it's other men shaming other men. It's sad, man. I'm like, what has happened? But this is what has become of us. Shout out to Antonio.
How ironic is it now that self-aware paid prosties are more respectable than slurs?
Because they actually protect themselves. A lot of the women that are pros, they protect themselves. But a lot of these women that you work with every day, might be even some of your baby mamas, they ain't protecting themselves. They done met a man at a gas station. They done met a man at a friend's house, and they're sleeping with them after knowing them for about 5 hours, unprotected. But we're supposed to be concerned about diseases in other countries? But what about what's going on here in Babylon, Sodom, and Gomorrah? What about what's going on there? We are in crazy times, man, and I just want y'all to understand that you have options. You have options. You can go anywhere. Yeah, we definitely go on Old Testament, absolutely. Old Testament and New Testament. That's where we going. There's a lot going on out here. The world is shifting. And it's only going to get worse, unfortunately, before it gets any better. But I'm an optimist. I'm an optimist that things can get better. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to everybody that's coming into the chat. I didn't know how many people would be here, but, shout out to everybody that's here, man. I had to bring the format back to 2018. I had to bring the 2018 format back. Was it Copostic Guerrero? Says, I live in DC. What are condoms? I'm saying, I don't think people in DC or Atlanta know what condoms is. He say, what are condoms? Right, because they ain't using none. And I've known about the way DC was in the 90s. That's when I used to, travel through DC, was in the 90s. And it was bad then. DC was bad then in the 90s when I would go there. What's up, Wanda? Definitely, Dion. Definitely the chat is lit. Shout out to everybody that's here tonight. I know it's late, but it's Friday. I'm pretty sure you ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. We need to save souls, man. Yes, you got women meeting men at gas stations and letting them hit it after about an hour. I told y'all the story about this female YouTuber years ago. She's known for her curvy pear shape, right? She talked about how she went to a gas station, and while she was there, she saw this guy that was trying to hit on her, right? And she said that the guy was attractive to her, and that if she didn't leave when she did, she would have ended up having sex with him. That's exactly what she said. For the most part, that's exactly what she said. Not exact wording, but that's pretty much what she said. In those, not the exact way, but mostly that way. how she framed it was she saw the guy, he was trying to hit on her, and she found him to be attractive. And if she didn't leave, and this is what she said, she probably would have slept with him that night. That's how these women be, man. That's how your girlfriend be. That's how your wife is. Your baby mama that you're obsessed with. I know you males are obsessed with your baby mama. Bro, if she meets a guy that she's attracted to at a gas station or a grocery store or a club, she's gonna sleep with them, bro. And there's really nothing you can do about it. You obsessed, stalking ass motherfucker, you. And I'm using this language because it's late at night, and I'm pretty sure the kids are not up listening to this. But shout out to the families that are watching. But I gotta drive home these points. I'm telling you, man, all it takes is a woman being in the area of a man that she's attracted to, and all he has to do is hit on her. And trust me, that guy probably was getting all types of choosing signals. Probably was staring them down. Subconsciously, you sending them choosing signals. So I just want y'all to know what's going on out here. No matter how, these women talk on social media, all they have to do is see a guy that they are attracted to, and nature will take its course. Nature will take its course. And she will sleep with that stranger if she knows she's not going to get caught. There's a lot of women out here who are sleeping with a bunch of men for free. They ain't getting nothing but maybe they're not getting nothing out of it but some church's chicken for her kids and maybe some gas money. That's all they getting. That's all they getting. Because your woman in 2022, she likes sex just as much as you do. And she's out here screwing just as much as you're screwing. If she finds out you cheating, she's gonna go and cheat, bro. By the way, do y'all dudes date women with multiple upon multiple phones? Yeah, for a pack of Newports, right? For a pack of Newports. Like, what would she do for a pack of Newports? Or for a little bit of weed? What would your girl do? You find out that your kid's getting meals all of a sudden. Like, who's buying these meals? You know what I'm saying? Let's say you and your baby mama, you're sharing custody, you're going over to the house, and you asking them, how y'all eating? Your mama stay broke. It's like, well, we get these Happy Meals at night. Happy Meals? Who buying these Happy Meals? Who's buying the church's chicken and the Little Caesars pizzas? Cause your mama broke, so I don't know. I know she ain't paying for it. She spends all the child support money on weave, on weave and makeup and paying her car payments. I know she ain't buying food like this every day or every weekend. Y'all eating like this? That's her out of town friend. Uncle John. That's they uncle. That's Uncle Daquan or Uncle Black. Not me, Black. Black is a very common name for dudes that I know that just be out here in these streets. So that's just a generic name that I know a guy named, man, to be all in these streets, man. But Uncle Ken, something like that, man. He come to the house every weekend. Every weekend he at the house buying food. Because she definitely ain't spending your child support money on it. Now she buys groceries with the food stamps and the WIC, food stamps and WIC by the groceries. That's what's going on out here, man. You're right, Jay. My first cousin named Evil Black. Evil, that's his name? His name is Evil Black? Sheesh. I wonder how he got that name. We as men should be allowed no food, house not clean. Yeah, and she don't even work. She stopped working before the pandemic, during the pandemic. Now she living rent free or on Section 8. Those food stamps be hidden. It do, don't it? Especially when they get like a big amount every month. So, yeah, man, listen. Smoke detector bleeping. Yeah, smoke detector beeping. Ain't even fixed that because she ain't got no man. Because if a man was there, staying there full time, he would fix the smoke detector. But she ain't gonna do it. But these are the women they want us to fix. They want us to fix these women. Fix these women for what? It's outrageous. I'm not fixing these heifers, man. No, you can fix them. Since you want them to find a man so badly. And you know what's crazy? The men that tell other men to not go overseas, right? They don't want you to go because they want you to fix their problems. Because y'all got to understand, a lot of these women are pursuing a small amount of men. Those men want those women to move on. They want to be able to sleep with these women and dump these women, and those women move on. It's going to be hard for those women to move on if they don't have options like that. Those women are going to come back and they're going to want more. And those guys know this. So they want to pass her off on somebody else. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. They want clean up men to clean up their mess. Absolutely not. That is beneath us as men. We don't clean up other men's mess because we don't make a mess. You clean up your own mess. A lot of you guys have destroyed a section of these women to the point of no return, and you want us, and I include myself in it, to fix your mess. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to fix your own mess. You got to fix your own mess. Men everywhere need to be resigning from the friend zone, effective immediately. No more are we waiting years to have a chance to date you. No more are we going to let you waste our time because none of the men you sleep with they don't want to talk to you. They just want to have relations with you. Right? A lot of you dudes because a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys ain't builders. Your only talent is chasing broken women and sleeping with them. That's your only talent. Your talent ain't for building anything. That's why you do create such a mess. You're having unprotected relations with these women and having children with these women. You are creating these single mothers. How about you handle your responsibilities? Because it ain't up to us to handle your responsibility, bozo. You need to take care of your situation. A lot of you guys are, you're so dependent on some white man to take care of you, to pay you, right? Just so you can maybe pay that child support. you have no talent to build anything on your own. And you see men who don't have any children, they haven't created any type of mess. They have the funds and resources to go anywhere in the world. And that bothers you because you can't. You probably a felon and can't even leave the state, let alone the country. Felons probably can leave the state, depending on how they parole or probation is looking. A lot of you guys have never left your city, so stop talking about what men should do. Fix yourself up first. A lot of y'all are looking sad out here. You're looking dusty out here, and you're not really, a lot of you are dressed up bums. That's what I call you, because you haven't created anything. You don't own anything. You work for white people. You're calling somebody else a boss. You're not a boss. The only thing that you've accomplished is impregnating broken women. Congratulations. Congratulations. And you probably still live with your mother. You probably still live with your mother at 40 years old, probably. Can't tell me a damn thing about life. Be quiet. And by the way, you really don't need advice. And see, this is why I don't give dating advice, because I think it's largely a waste of time. You can listen. I've listened to guys and they're in sort of the dating advice they've given, but something can't help you when you're out there in the real world, because ultimately it's up to you to make yourself the best you can be and go out there and conquer. And you conquer by building your confidence up. You build your confidence up by building your money up. I don't know. I'm just on a different type of time. I'm not wasting time chasing broken women who don't even take care of themselves, who probably have kids by a bunch of guys that don't even want to be in their life. Is that what you calling yourself, Dion? Are you calling yourself a dress up bum? I didn't call you that. That's for the people that it's, for. And if people feel that they are that, then that's what they are. Maybe you can accept it. You can accept it. But there's more to life than, again, chasing broken women who they have nothing left to give a man, really. They really don't have nothing left to give a man. A lot of men don't just want to be sleeping with a bunch of different women, because, again, it's crazy out here, man. You don't know how badly down these people are. You don't know how down bad they really are. A lot of these people are out of it, So sleeping with them, you bring all these energies into yourself. You transfer those energies. So a lot of you guys are transferring energies into yourself from these people, and it could affect you. You become numb to decent women out here. I mean, there are some, even though I do believe a lot of these women are the same, if they are, because a lot of them have access to everything that these women have, Western women have. But I do believe that, foreign women have a femininity that Western women really don't have. They lost it. They lost it years ago. I saw it in the 90s growing up as a kid. I saw the femininity leaving women. I saw it. I saw femininity leaving women, and they were embracing this masculine role of being the leader of the household, the protector and the provider, almost. They were embracing that. And we're in 2022. We need to go out here and conquer and not listen to people who've accomplished nothing. I don't listen to people that ain't accomplished nothing. I don't care how many women you slept with. It's probably a bunch of extra average women that really ain't even worth it at the end of the day. So I would say get out there and go do what you feel like you need to do. The world is yours, go out there and live it, man. Nobody can tell y'all what to do. Nobody. And again, never listen to people who've never done more than you. Absolutely not. Okay, people, appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to everyone that's here. Shout out to the people that's been super chatting, man. The moderators, channel members. Thank y'all. Like I said, these white liberals are the real enemy. They are the real enemy. We should never listen to white liberals ever. I see black people follow behind these white liberals and I just shake my head. These people are your enemies. They use you to gain resources for themselves. But y'all don't see that. Look at, what's his name? The fake black guy. What's his name? They call him Talcum X. Can't think of his name right now. Talcum X. Sean King. Sean King is a white liberal. Why are we listening to a white liberal in Sean King? Is there any IT certification recommend? I'm not in that field like that. So I would refer you to people that are, Brian. If I were, I'd probably be able to tell you. I'm not deep in the IT field. I'm more in the not blue collar, the what do you call them? More in the what do you call it? Skill trade. I'm more about skill trades, learning skill trades, work with your hands, fix things. I'm more into that, fixing household stuff, AC units, going into being an electrician, because I did get certified for that years ago. So I'm more into that, not necessarily IT. But if, there are plenty of people on YouTube that can, because I can't recommend you something and it'd be totally wrong. Because, I could, but I'm not in that field. So I'd rather you go to somebody that is into that. Yeah, Sean King, he's a white liberal. And I see black people follow him all the time. This guy has gotten caught for scamming multiple times. Like, how many articles got to be written about this guy for people to understand he's a fraud? Electrician and pipe fitters make $45 an hour in Cali. Yeah, it's a good career. It really is. I'm more into that than anything else. I've always been into like working with my hands more so than computers. If I just stopped doing YouTube or whatever, and I wanted to go back into it, I could, because I'm always looking to do different things, So if I want to go and be an electrician, I would, I'd go and do it. And if you get a sponsor, you can make more. I would love to sponsor some local businesses sometime soon on the live shows. If people have that. But yeah, I'm a skill trade guy. I always promote skill trades more so than anything else because you always need it in that field. Always. Truck driving, There's just so many fields you can go into. I asked, I'm doing a few right now. While I'm in college right now, I'm doing a few. Okay. Well, good luck on that. You definitely want to keep your options open, I would tell you that. And get into multiple fields. Don't just limit yourself to one particular. There's so many different career paths you can take. Get certified in all of them. Why not? Why not get certified in all of them? This is more money making opportunities for you. If you don't like this, you can go to this, and if you don't like this, you can go back to this, or you can do both. Military is paying for them all in my tuition. Well, that's cool. Truck driving is like the military in a way. Your girl is gonna cheat. That could be the case, Gerald, because especially if you're long distance driving. If you're long distance driving, it could be tough on your relationship. Sometimes I know I seen where this guy. I used to be sub to this guy's channel. I don't know what happened, but he was a truck driver, and he would bring his wife with him. I think he might have met her while he was truck driving, and they driving the truck they driving the truck together, and they'll vlog about their daily life driving in a truck. So I guess I can say it's working out for them because they're a couple, and he brings her on the road with him, and they're on the road together. But I will say this: IT is a high-paying field, so go for it. But always keep your options open, just in case you don't, you want to do more, because you can always do more. You can always do more, man. Shout out to everybody. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all being here on this Friday, now Saturday. Salute to everybody. Salute to the supporters, the subscribers, the people that have stayed with me for the longest. Thank you. I'm very appreciative of that. All right, 6-day week, so I'm making money and stay out the way, not a drinker. Well, that's good to know, Treyway. Stay busy. Staying busy is the best way to go through life. I'll tell you that right now. Staying busy is the best way to go through life. Especially as a man, right? Let's see. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Hold on a second. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Hey, like Gerald got some recommendations. That's good. There's nothing like some networking and figuring things out. So I definitely encourage that. All right, people. I think that's it for me. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all being here. You've been a great audience. You really have. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. Make sure y'all check out the videos. I uploaded 3 videos today on the Basic Social Politics channel, as well as the Basic Social Politics channel and the Jada Black channel. All right. And I went live here. So, all right, people. See y'all next one. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your night and weekend. Have a good weekend too, all right?